Zuma's secret operations exposed, Mkhwanazi finally breaks his silence. In a dramatic revelation that could shake the very foundation of South Africa's political landscape, former President Jacob Zuma's secret operations have reportedly been uncovered, and Mkhwanazi, once one of the closest men to the inner workings of the Zuma era, has broken his silence for the first time in years. What began as whispers within the corridors of the ANC has now erupted into a full-blown political storm. Mkhwanazi, who served in several sensitive capacities during Zuma's presidency, has come forward with claims that Zuma and a tight-knit circle of loyalists operated a shadow intelligence network, allegedly manipulating state structures, diverting funds, and silencing dissent from within. People thought the president was surrounded by a normal security team. What they don't know is that there was another government behind the government, a hidden structure operating beyond parliamentary control. He alleged that during Zuma's tenure, secretive meetings took place at private residences and undisclosed locations, often involving intelligence officials, private business people, and political allies. These meetings, according to Mkhwanazi, were used to strategize operations against opponents, secure loyalty from within state departments, and manipulate media narratives to shape public opinion. Mkhwanazi described the network as a parallel intelligence system, one that continued even after Zuma's resignation in 2018. He claimed that the system was maintained through illicit funding channels, including state contracts, private donations, and offshore accounts. It wasn't just about protecting Zuma, he continued. It was about maintaining control, controlling who gets what job, which investigation moves forward, and who stays silent. It was about power, not governance. According to documents that Mkhwanazi has allegedly handed over to investigators, Zuma's secret operations were divided into several categories. Surveillance and information control. Intelligence agents allegedly monitored opposition leaders, journalists, and even members of Zuma's own party who were seen as threats. Some were reportedly followed, had their phones tapped, or were targeted through fabricated scandals. Financial manipulation. Certain business contracts were reportedly used to channel money into covert accounts. These funds allegedly supported political campaigns, private travel, and special assignments. Media influence. Mkhwanazi claims that specific journalists and online platforms were used to plan stories favorable to Zuma while discrediting those who questioned him. Loyalists were allegedly placed in key intelligence and policing positions to ensure operations remained protected from exposure. For years, Mkhwanazi remained silent, until now. In his words, he was protecting his family from forces that wanted him gone. He revealed that he had received threats and intimidation whenever he hinted at exposing what he knew. I stayed silent because I was afraid. I knew what these people were capable of. But silence is no longer an option. The truth must come out. He has now reportedly agreed to cooperate with a confidential parliamentary inquiry, handing over files and testimonies said to contain explosive details about Zuma's hidden network and those who funded it. The African National Congress, ANC, is said to be in panic mode following Mkhwanazi's revelations. Senior members are calling for the party's Integrity Commission to immediately investigate the allegations, while others insist this is nothing more than an orchestrated smear campaign aimed at discrediting Zuma and his allies within the MK party. Sources inside Luthuli House describe a deep division within the ANC, between those who want a full public inquiry and those who fear the fallout could destroy what remains of the party's unity. If even half of what Mkhwanazi says is true, this could make the state capture revelations look small in comparison. We are dealing with something far bigger, an underground power structure that operated in silence for years. Jacob Zuma's spokesperson has dismissed the allegations outright, calling them baseless, politically motivated lies designed to attack Zuma's reputation as he regains political traction through the Umkhonto weSizwe, MK, party. President Zuma has always acted in the best interests of South Africa, the spokesperson said. This is a desperate attempt by those who fear his influence to drag his name through the mud. But insiders believe this may only be the beginning. Mkhwanazi hinted that more insiders are ready to come forward, some of whom have already been contacted by investigators. Political analysts say these revelations could trigger a new wave of investigations, possibly reopening dormant corruption cases tied to the State Security Agency and former Zuma-era contracts. If Mkhwanazi provides verifiable evidence, we may see the biggest political scandal since the State Capture Commission. This could implicate powerful figures still active in government and intelligence. For South Africans, the revelations are both shocking and familiar, another reminder of how deeply corruption and secrecy have intertwined with the country's political system. Yet, for Mkhwanazi, it's a personal mission. This is not revenge, he concluded. It's redemption. I'm doing this for the country, for my children, and for the truth. As the nation watches closely, the story of Zuma's secret operations, once hidden in shadows, is now being dragged into the light. Whether these revelations will lead to justice or simply fade into another political controversy remains to be seen. One thing, however, is clear: South Africa's political reckoning is far from over.